Okay, hi there, Dan here again, and in this video, we are now diving to quality of service. I am still going to use the previous setup of our Ubiquiti ER4. We have two ISPs in here. We have ISP1 and ETH0, that is 100 Mbps bandwidth, and our ETH1 is the ISP2, 100 Mbps bandwidth on that, and we have LAN1, 172.16.16.0/24 network address. Okay, Ubiquiti has the feature of limiting the bandwidth in your network. Quality of service, we are going to touch the Smart Queue feature and also the Basic Queue feature of Ubiquiti Edge Router. Smart Queue, what it does is it limits the bandwidth from a particular interface going to all destinations. For Basic Queue, you can configure here limiting the bandwidth from a specific source, and that source could be an IP address, a network address going to a specific IP address or network address or applications destination. Without very much ado, let's go to Smart Queue first. I'm just going to connect to our router. Okay, as you can see, we have two ISPs at 0 and 1. Just going to check first the bandwidth of our two ISPs. And as per diagram, it is 100 Mbps on both. Primary ISP is active now, that is PLDT. Okay, as you can see, we have 94 Mbps download and upload for primary ISP. I'm just going to disable the primary so we could test the secondary ISP. Okay, as you can see, primary is now disconnected. I'll just run back speed test to check the bandwidth on the secondary ISP. Okay, we have 94 download and upload for secondary ISP. And let me enable back our primary ISP. Yeah, it says connected now. So let's dive into our smart queue. Task number one, we're going to limit ETH0, that is our primary ISP, with a 100 Mbps to 20 Mbps upload download. So to do that, let's just go to the dashboard and then go to QoS. Smart Queue tab. And here we're going to create the policy limiting ISP1 to 20 Mbps. So let me just name this policy as ISP1 underscore 20 Mbps. And then in here we're going to select the interface. ISP1 is at 0. Upload speed 20 Mbps. This is the unit megabit per second. This is download speed 20. And then after that, hit apply. Yep, it says the configuration has been successfully applied. So let's run a speed test to verify. Yep, we're still in PLDT primary. So we should be getting not more than 20 Mbps on speed test since we have limited at 120 Mbps. Alright? Yep, as you can see, we have 17 Mbps for download and then upload is 18 Mbps. So task 1 and the policy is this one works for Smart Queue. Let's proceed to task number 2 in Smart Queue. We're going to limit the ISP2 now to 30 Mbps upload download from 100 Mbps. So let me just first disable ISP1 so it will fill over to ISP2. Yes, and that. Alright. ISP1 is now disconnected. So let me just create a policy that will limit it at 1 to 30 Mbps based on our task in here. Okay. So add smart queue and then policy name. Let's just make it ISP2 30 Mbps. Then select in here the interface S1, that is our ISP2 interface, to 30 Mbps for upload and then 30 for download. Yes, and hit apply. And it says in here configuration has been applied successfully. So let's run speed test in here and we should be getting not more than 30 Mbps of speed test on Rise secondary ISP. Yep, now as you can see, we have 27 upload download speed for secondary ISP. Nice. Okay, so moving now to task number 3, we're going to limit the S2, which is our LAN 1, to 10 Mbps. So right now we are connected to secondary ISP, which is 30 Mbps. This one, we are secondary ISP, and secondary ISP is being limited to this one, 30 Mbps. But we're going to limit S2 to 10 Mbps, that is our LAN 1, so via smart queue. So add smart queue, and then this is policy name of LAN 1 underscore 10 Mbps. Let's select here the interface of LAN 1, that is S2, and then bandwidth for upload, and then bandwidth for download. And then hit apply. Okay, so remember in the screen, this is our laptop being plugged on S2 of the edge router for device. So if we're going to run speed test in that, we should be getting not more than 10 Mbps. Alright, as you can see, we have 8 Mbps download and 8 Mbps upload. So that's nice. So our policy for task number 3 works. This one. So that is smart queue. So basically, you are limiting the interface actually in smart queue. So let's move on to basic queue. This one, we have 3 tasks also on that. But first, let me just delete these, remove these smart queue policies so that it won't complicate on our task to do in basic queue. Delete, yes. Okay, so as you can see, our smart queue policies has been deleted. Moving now to basic queue. In basic queue, I said a while ago that it can limit a particular source IP address or network address to a particular destination, and that destination that could be an IP address or network address or an application. So we're going to limit LAN 1 or network 172.16.16.0/24 to 15 Mbps across all destinations. To do that, let's go to our dashboard again and go to basic queue. And then in here, we're going to click add queue. And then let's input in here the network address of our LAN 1, which is 172.16.16.0/24. And then if we're going to put blank in here for the destination, this is for the IP address or network address, meaning all network or destination address if this is empty. So with the application, if this is empty, so meaning all applications. And then the rate for download is 15 Bps. Queue type, let's select first in, first out. For the upload, still the same, 15 on our task, and then put in the unit in BPS, and then first in, first out, and then hit apply. Okay, so it says configurations been applied successfully. To check our IP address first, if it belongs to the same network that we have limit, IP config. So as you can see, we have an IP of 1.16.16.38. This is still inside this network. If we're going to run speed test, we should be getting not more than 15 Bps in here. Yeah, alright, as you can see, we have 48 Mbps download and upload speed. So this one works. Now, if we're going to test it on the primary ISP, let me just enable primary ISP now. Okay, it is connected. So let's try and speed test again for our primary ISP. Yep, PLDT. And we should be getting not more than 50 Bps since we have an existing basic queue policy which limits this network to 15 Bps upload download speed. Okay, now as you can see, we have 48 download and upload speed on our primary ISP. Our policy for basic queue for task number 1 works. Moving now to task number 2, we're going to limit the IP address of this laptop to 20 Mbps, going to all destination, meaning all IP address or network address or all applications, set to 20 Mbps. Okay, to do that, let's go to, I'm just going to remove this. Okay, to do that, let's add queue in here. And then let's input in here the IP address of the laptop, which is this one. So to double check, let's run back again. Okay, this is the IP address of our laptop. Copy that. Input in here the source, destination, empty for destination address, and also for the application, meaning all application and all destination IP addresses. Rate is 20 Mbps. That is for upload. I'll still choose first in, first out. Queue type 20 Mbps for upload. First in, first out. Queue type. Hit apply. Okay, it says configuration has been applied successfully. We're going to run speed test. This should be getting not more than 20 Mbps speed in here since we limited this IP address to 20 Mbps. So guys, as you can see, we have 19 Mbps download and upload speed. Our policy and task 2 works. This policy, which limit to 20 Mbps, 20 Mbps up down, all destinations. We're now moving to task number 3, the last one. We are going to limit still this laptop IP address to 1 Mbps going to specifically torrent application. Okay, so to do that, let's go back to QoS, basic Q, and then this is the IP of the laptop. Destination empty. We're going to select the P2P. This is the predefined application template of Ubiquiti. uTorrent is included in the P2P application group. So I'm just going to click P2P application. We're going to limit that to 1 Mbps, 1 M, and then let's still use first in first out Q type. But before we're going to apply this one, let me just run uTorrent and download files and check in there first the bandwidth of uTorrent, and then we're going to limit that to 1 Mbps to see the difference. So let me just download a file from Pirate Bay. So we haven't applied yet the policy, the 1 Mbps policy for this IP address to P2P applications. Okay, as you can see on our download speed, we have 2.2 Mbps. If we're going to enable the basic queue, this particular IP address to have 1 Mbps, so they should be dropping to less than 1 Mbps. So as you can see, we have this IP address of the laptop in here. And then we're going to limit P2P, by which uTorrent is included in the P2P application. Set to 1M, first in first out, 1M for upload download, and hit apply. Okay, it says the configuration has been applied successfully. If we're going to check the uTorrent now, it should be dropping and should have down speed, up speed below 1 Mbps. Now, as you can see, our speed for download speed is dropping now. So this should be not more than 1 Mbps. Now, as you can see, our download speed is below 1 Mbps now. Okay, so this policy works for task number 3. Alright, so that ends our task. So to recap, we have task on Smart Queue. We have 3 tasks on Smart Queue. We have a limited ISP1, ISP2, and then LAN1 interfaces to a particular upload download speed. And then basic queue, we have limited network address and an IP address going to all destination and going to a particular IP address, network address, or applications. So thank you very much for walking this far. On to the next video. Bye.